When I was growing up, I didn't see myself liking women. I've always been attracted to guys. Like 7, 8 years, I've always known that I liked guys, but I didn't know it was called gay.
So if somebody sees you outside and says she's beautiful, you wouldn't mind?
It's a compliment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You mentioned something when you were speaking. You said you've never been with a woman before.
Yeah. Even thinking about it aches my skin. Thinking about
Wait, when you think about being with a girl, it irks your skin.
When we're in the house, they can walk naked. When we want to dress, going out, everybody can be naked. We are just the same.
Sisters.
There's nothing is gonna move me. Even this marriage stuff. If I'm not getting married to a man, I'm not getting married to anybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Doyin's Corner. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the struggles of a queer man living in Nigeria. And we have a very, very brave young man with us today, and he's going to just talk to us about what it means to be queer living in Nigeria and the struggles they face, what they go through before they finally get to the point of accepting themselves, and then what even happens after acceptance, and just generally just anything we need to know about being queer and being male in Nigeria. So the next person you're going to be seeing is him, and I'll just leave him to introduce himself. So hi.
Hello, my name is Morgan, a queer guy living in Lagos, Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Morgan, for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, Morgan, I think the first question that comes to mind is, at what age did you realize that, okay, I don't like women, I like men? And no, first of all, before I even say that, let me differentiate, because I know that there are different, subtitles under the umbrella queer, right? So the people that are bisexual, the people that are straight gay, the people that are transgender and all of that. So how do you identify? Okay,
I identify as a non-binary gay living in Lagos.
Non-binary gay, what does that mean?
Okay,
please?
So I would start by saying non-binary means it's a gender. It's not like a sexuality. It's a gender that you don't identify as male, you don't identify as female. You just want to be you're just human.
You're just human.
You don't feel comfortable being to be identified like one gender. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I'm okay being called female, I'm okay being called male. I just don't want to be called
one gender.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, so for the sake of this interview, if I refer to you as he, are you comfortable with that?
He is okay, she is okay.
Oh, she is fine. So if somebody sees you outside and refers and says, oh, she's beautiful, you wouldn't mind?
It's a compliment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So back to my original question. Okay. So at what age did you realize that I am not into men? I'm not into women, sorry, and I'm into men.
Okay, I would say I didn't I've always when I was growing up, I didn't see myself liking women. I've always been attracted to guys. So I don't even remember the age. I I was very little. I don't know.
Really, even when you were
very little.
young.
Let me say 7, 8 years. I've always known that I liked guys, but I didn't know it was called gay. I didn't know I was gay. I didn't know what it meant, what it means. I just know I liked guys, and I didn't see it as a bad thing at that time.
Right.
Until I discovered that, okay, this thing that I'm liking men means gay. And gay is is something I saw it like an insult. I saw when somebody calls you gay, I saw it like an insult. So the moment I started realizing, okay, this thing that I like being attracted to guys means that I'm gay, I started feeling, oh, it's something that I should not let people know. Because it's just the same way I would use girls for example. When you're growing up, you just know you liked men. If you're a street woman, a heterosexual woman, you just know you liked men. You like men growing up.
Right.
That was the same way. I didn't learn to be it.
Right.
I just grew up knowing that I liked men until I discovered that it was called gay. Then I started judging myself.
Okay, so I wanted to speak a bit about judging yourself, because I know that there are a lot of people that they're curious. They're I don't know, for some reason, I'm a guy, but I like another guy, or I'm a girl, but I like another girl. But because it's such a, so to speak, taboo in this part of the world, they're very they don't want to accept themselves. They're in denial. They're trying to, maybe I need to sleep with more. I noticed that, well, I wouldn't say I noticed, but I was reading one time on Google, and I saw that, there are many gay men that had reported that at the beginning phase of them realizing that I'm into men, for a couple of years, they were sleeping with so many women to convince themselves that no, I'm not into men. Maybe something is off with me. Maybe it's this girl. I remember I read a particular story where the man was saying that he assumed that he had not met the right girl with the right type of vagina. So he was trying to meet a particular type of girl.
Yeah.
So what were the struggles that you faced at the point where, before you voiced it out to anybody, at the point where you were still debating with yourself in your heart, like, am I gay? Am I not gay? What were the struggles you faced? And what were the things that you were doing to convince yourself that, no, I must not be gay?
Okay, so let me start by saying, I'll go back to like when I was little. Like I've always known that there's nothing like I've always thought there's nothing wrong with me. Like I used to even like I had female friends like schoolmates. Like I have most of my friends are like girls. So like I was even like sometimes we gist. I tell them about the guys that talked to me that I liked because I didn't know it was wrong.
A bad thing.
So until I started realizing that okay, it's gay, then I started judging myself. Then I started like I tried to I'm straight, like I'm gay, I'm full gay, I'm not bi. I've never like been with a girl.
Never
like, till now.
at all.
So there was a time I would say like that was I was 16 or 17. So I the first guy that I loved, like I dated, I was 16 years when I dated him. So at that time when I realized that okay, there was something that made me started like the judgment, like it was too much because of I would say the church, because the church also it also like made me saw it like a really really bad thing. Because so the guy that I was in love with, because of the church, I had to like leave him. Then I wanted to try being with a girl. I wanted to try, like I was trying so hard. So I was like, how am I going to do it? I've never, like I don't even know. Like that's why I said. This is why I said I want to. Like I feel comfortable being identified as a girl, because when I see a girl, I see like
she's like you.
Yes, she's like me. So I don't really see anything that's gonna move me. Maybe I would say sexually.
With somebody that is like you.
Yes. So,
okay. So you mentioned something when you were speaking. You said you've never been with a woman before.
Yeah.
There are people that would argue that, the day he will sleep, you know the way Nigerians talk. This one has not just, been, I don't want to use vulgar words. Do you get exactly? The day one woman will, catch him in one corner and do something is going to change. Have you ever wondered that maybe if you try to be with a girl one day, maybe you might just find out that, oh, okay, maybe I like this too.
You. Okay, so I've tried to. Like, not like I've tried, like I've thought about it. So even thinking about, like, it aches my skin thinking about, like...
Wait, when you think about being with a girl, it irks your skin?
Yeah, like, how is it going to... Like, how... Even, I have female friends, like, right now. Like, when we're in the house, they can walk naked. Like, when we want to dress, like, going out, everybody, like, can be naked. I see them as as just... We are just, like, the same.
Sisters.
There's nothing is going to move me. Even if... I don't even know how I'm going to try. I don't want to use the word. It's like, what word am I going to use? There's a word I used to use, but I don't think I should say it here. Like,
what's the word? You're allowed to curse.
I think it's going to be offensive to some people, so I don't want to say the word.
Okay.
Like to a gender, so I don't want to say the word. So, but I just don't see myself. Even if I think there was a time I even thought, okay. What if like you want to get married? Like, are you gonna? This is Nigeria. Are you gonna get married to a guy? Are you gonna it's not possible? How are you gonna be with how are you gonna do it? It got to a point that I beg, even this marriage stuff. If I'm not getting married to a man, I'm not getting married to anybody.
Really?
Yeah. If it's.
But do you think that would be possible in Nigeria though? Like, do we even have the courts in Nigeria? Do they marry same sex?
No, like it's not legal.
It's not legal. Yeah. So how would you do
like?
You're fine with not getting married at all if you can't get married to a man.
I'm fine, but if if it works out, I think that I don't want to say there's some couples, gay couples in Nigeria that are not like open, but they know that this is my husband.
Right.
So they're not open. Few friends know, like some family knows, but they don't like. It's not like a court marriage. Like you can get married, like I don't know, but abroad, like a few other countries, people don't get married like it's not just church marriage, court marriage. Sometimes you can just get married in the club.
Really?
But it's not. It's just that it's not legal.
People get married in the
Yes,
club?
Yes, I've seen people. Even it's not. You don't have to be like joined. Like a priest don't have to be available.
Imam
Imam or
or
whatever.
you just so far both of
Yes.
you are there and both of you
Yes,
agree that that's
there's
the
a ring.
ceremony.
You give yourself ring.
Right.
All that. So I think even in Nigeria, not all ladies want to get married. Not all men want to get married. Some of them just want to be with just want to be with somebody that this is the person I would just want to be like. It's not going to be a legal stuff. So,
Okay. While you were speaking, you mentioned that, growing up, you were in the church, and because of, I can imagine what the preaching would have been about that time. I can imagine you going to church and hearing, you're going to go to hell, you're going to, the way there's so much talk about that, and you left your partner at the time because of that, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever face any internalized homophobia? Because another thing that I realized is, it's just something I've noticed, right? I noticed that there are a lot of, especially gay men, it's almost like there's some sort of correlation between gay men and mental illness or depression. I don't know if it has anything to do with the inner battle that they face with themselves before they get to the point of acceptance, or if it has to do with the judgments that they face from the society. But for some reason, many men that come out and speak openly about, mental health or depression or something, most of the time they're gay. So did you ever go through any form of like mental health problems, maybe depression at any point while you were still trying to, trying to figure out why I'm feeling this way?
Okay. There was, I think like being gay and having, like when you're gay and having no gay friends, no people, like you don't have friends that are like you.
Yeah.
I think that can be very depressing because you think like you're not comfortable with the people around you. So I was depressed at that time because I didn't have
A support group.
Yes, I didn't have people that are like me that I could see. Okay, this is what I also went through. I also judged myself, well, it's okay. Even when like when I was like going like this thing made me stop going to church at the time, because every time I go to church, there's a woman in my church. She's our Sunday school teacher. So she's also like the owner of the school I went to, like the second school. So anytime she sees me at school, because I'm feminine, like I'm. So she's always judging me, even if she's in the class, she's asking, maybe I want to answer a question, like she'll say, why are you doing it like that? Why are you doing this? All those kind of stuff. So anywhere she sees me, she's always judging me, and she's also the Sunday school teacher in our church. So when I come to church, I can't even lick sweets or chew chewing gum. Like she's like, that's girl thing. This thing that you're doing. Before you know, she start preaching about, like almost all the time. Like when she sees me, like the topic I just become a topic. So it made me like, I didn't like church. There was a day I came back from church. It was not just her. Like the pastor also, our pastor, like the main pastor also talked about it. Not like he was talking to me, but he also talked about it. So I saw myself as a very like the worst sinner. So I got home that day, like nobody knew what was happening. I got home that day and I cried because I thought maybe I wanted to change. Like I wanted to just stop being what I am. So I tried. I cried that day. After crying, I think I prayed too. I prayed, and after praying, I slept off. So the time when I left my partner was when I fell sick. I fell sick. Sorry, that should be 2018. So I fell sick, and like it was a sickness that I wasn't like I was unconscious for almost a week.
Oh, wow.
So it was something that it was between life and death, and I would say I almost died, but God like brought me back. So after I came back, like after I started recovering fully, after I knew what was going on around me, I was like, our pastor, my pastor was around, like he told me that he said something. I said, you might not know, like you might be looking for an enemy outside, but you don't know if you're the one doing yourself. So I thought I was like, it's because I'm gay. This is why I wanted to
Oh,
die.
so you felt like the sickness you had was like a punishment from God
Yes,
because
yes.
of.
I was
Oh,
like, no, 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 I'm not going to be gay anymore. There's some people that I knew, like it was on like online stuff. Those were the friends I had, the gay friends that I had. Were just online something. I didn't know anybody around me, so I blocked all my gay friends online. The guy that I was in love with, I blocked him. Like I didn't want to have anything to do with him. He kept on, like he was even trying to reach me. I was so cold on it. Like I just wanted to just be. Even after, even while fighting myself, I didn't like girl. Like I didn't just develop feelings. Like the moment I stopped, I tried to I tried to stop liking guys. I did not like girls.
girls either.
It was like I would just be on my own. It wasn't like I want to. I would. Okay, if I stop liking guys, I will move to liking girls. It wasn't. Even there was I had a friend that I wanted to. Oh, should I try? Okay, let me just tell her. Let me. How did they do it? Let me just tell her I want to. Like I want to be in a relationship with you. Let me just see how. If maybe from there I'm going to
Start
start
liking
developing
her.
feelings for her. It didn't even work. I didn't even know how. I that time I was still young. I had like a button phone. I wanted to even text it to her, but I texted and I was like, I was like regretting why I did that. So she saw me. She was like, I saw one. I said, sorry. It was my friend that did it. Like he was trying to play with me. So like it just didn't work because I tried, but it didn't work. So
Speaking about the church, right? For me, what I imagine that the church should be like is a home for everybody.
exactly.
Regardless of what your sexuality is, regardless of whatever you've done in your past, whatever, I assume that, the church should be accepting to everybody, right? But there's this preaching that is ongoing in church that gay people or queer people in general are going to hell. Do you believe that queer people are going to hell?
I don't believe that. I think the moment I don't used to go to church, but I started going to church like of recent because I started realizing that God does not hate me. Like I didn't stop being gay, but I've been seeing like His goodness around like everything. If I'm going through stuff, like if I'm going through, like if I'm at my lowest, when I pray to Him, it always like it works.
Right.
So I don't think God hates me or God hates gay people. I just think it's about being a good person.
Right.
It's about being like a nice person. You do like even people that are not. You don't have to be gay to go to hell. There are lots of people. There are lots of like people. There are lots of sins that will take people to hell. Even a lot of pastors will even go to hell. So it's not about being gay. Yeah, I know because I know what pastors are doing. I know what pastors even okay now you somewhat let me I want to say this like even being gay I don't like. I think it's about fornicating. I don't think it's about because even in the Ten Commandments it talks about fornication, not gay.
So you think the sin is stepping out on your partner or having sex before marriage?
Yes, I think.
Okay,
I
so
think so.
the sin is not about your sexuality. It's not about who you're sleeping with. It's
Yeah.
about sleeping with somebody before you're married. So
Yes.
whether you're sleeping with a man or you're sleeping with a woman, as a straight man or a straight woman, whether you're gay or you're whatever, so far you're sleeping with somebody before
Yes.
married, that's what the sin is. That's what you're saying.
That's what I think. Because I
But
can.
but there are people.
Sorry.
Oh, so sorry.
It's okay.
There are people that say that the Bible, God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible because they were practicing, same-sex activities, right? Isn't that the same as God saying, even though it wasn't listed in the Ten Commandments or whatever, that okay, do not be gay, but the people that have that theory that there was a reason God destroyed these people because they were doing this thing. So wouldn't you say that maybe that is God subliminally saying, don't do this?
Okay, I think most people will say, like most times I see it even in my comment section. People say it. This is now why God destroyed Sodom. Like I think people who say this, they don't even know the story. Like I don't think they've read or understood the story. I think it was not just about homosexuality. I think it was about rape because they were raping also.
Right.
It was not just okay because they were gay. Like there's some I can stay like a year without even being with somebody, without being with a guy. But I know I like guys. I just think it's about being decent and like like doing it, you don't have to like like when you don't hurt somebody else. I don't know.
Right.
They were hurting other people. It was not like they were like doing it with like it was like a normal free or like with consent. They were raping people. So it was not just about being gay. I think people need to read and understand more what yes, read the Bible properly.
Okay. I mean, being a Nigerian guy, you grew up in Nigeria, I assume.
Yeah.
How did your parents, first of all, at what age did you finally decide to come out to? Have you even come out to your parents? I'm sure you have, for you to be doing this.
Okay, so I didn't like officially came out to my parents. Like I noticed that my mom, she notes like she was like I first of all came out to my sister, my younger sister. I told her, I was just like telling her that, do you know that there are some people that like guys, there's some men that like guys, and there's some women that like. She was like, and I know now. And I asked her, do you think it's something? She was like, I don't know. She was just trying to like. I told her that there's this guy that I like. That's what I started. That was what I came out to her. This guy I like. She was like, let me see. I was like, is he fine? She was like, yes, he's fine. It's okay. So I noticed she was comfortable, and we were talking. We talked. I told her that I've known the guy since we're dating. We have been dating this. That. Then I told her what, like, even the other guys that I've dated. So, but I didn't officially come out like to my parents. Like, I didn't just come out. My mom noticed. She asked my sister, like, she saw. I don't want to mention. She saw something in my bag. I don't want to mention it. She saw something in my bag, and she like asked my sister that. Like how she asked my sister that how do they use it? How did they use them? Like this, like how man and man they use them. She didn't ask. She didn't like she didn't just, I don't know, she didn't just come to me and say, so like you did this thing, like this in your bag, is it you like, who are you using it for? So she asked my sister. Then my sister came to me, mommy saw this in your bag. Mommy now asked how man they use them. So I knew that okay, she already knew. So I became comfortable around her.
So you just spoke to her about it?
I became comfortable around her, like.
And there was no, because that's very untypical for a Nigerian parent.
So yeah. My dad, I'm not in good terms with my dad. It's not like it's not like the sexuality issue. Like we're not just in good terms for long. Like we literally don't talk to each other, even if it's past. So I don't really care. I don't know if he knows. I don't know if, but I don't like. We don't like sit, like we don't even see each other.
Right.
So I don't know if he knows. I think he knows because I don't want to go into my family issues. I just want to focus on that like other things he say to people, like he reports to people. So it's like as if he knows. It's as if he knows that.
But you've never really had the conversation.
Yes, I've never, and I don't think I would. Because, I'm good.
Speaking about being effeminate, because you mentioned that you've always been like feminine. There are a lot of people that think that all feminine presenting men are gay. Is that true? Because the moment a guy like maybe does his hand like this or does some like girly gestures, people just automatically say, oh, he's a gay guy. Are all effeminate men gay?
I would not say all, but most.
Really?
A lot. I don't know. A lot of them just don't want to come out. Like, just don't want to accept it. But a lot of them are gay. Because I've also denied being gay, even when it's very obvious. Like, I've always denied. Like, I think some of them even get married to, like, some of this effeminate guy get married to, like, girls.
As a cover-up.
Just... Even these are Nigerian celebrities, there are a lot of them that they come to deny that, even when it's obvious. Those ones that I would say about this, let me say celebrities, the ones that I even deny, the ones that are effeminate and still deny, they are gay. Like now.
That's a very broad statement to make. Really. You would say that
even if they are married, even the ones that are married, I think they might like girls more, but let me not say gay, let me say bisexual. Let me not say gay because most of them like women, but a lot of them also like men. And even the ones that say they're bisexual, they say they're bisexual. If you check, let me see, if you check like their roster, it's all men. Like they've been with men all
More
through
than
the
women.
more than women. Maybe just like 3 women, 4 women, 5 women. But like the whole roster is full of men, and you're saying you're denying that you're gay, like you're not gay, when it's
Do you think that there is any correlation between pornography and becoming gay? I was reading an article some days ago where somebody said he wasn't gay at first. Like he was always with girls, but he noticed that whenever he wanted to watch porn, he enjoyed watching male on male porn. But he's seen girls and he's never had the desire to be with a guy.
Okay.
So do you think if a man watches same sex, like male on male pornography, does that automatically make that man gay?
Yes, because if you're not gay, you would not see the reason to, like, even when you watch it, you won't. It's going to irritate you. Like it's going to like, what's this? If you're not gay, for you to sit down and think, okay, let me just. You are gay. You've not. You're still in the discovering process. Like you're still discovering yourself. You are, and it might take long for you to accept it, but you are gay. You don't have to have, like, it's not until you have sex. It's not until you have.
Yeah, you can say sex.
You don't have to have sex with a guy before, like, it's not until a man has sex with a guy before he is gay.
It is the thought.
It is the thought, and it is the feelings. Gay is not just sex. Gay is love. When you feel attracted, when you just see a guy, even though you try to like, just ignore the feelings. I've seen guys who come to me in my, because I'm open even on my social media. So there are guys who come to me and tell me that I'm straight, but when I saw you, I liked you. I'm like, you're not straight. You've always, like, you are gay. You've not just discovered yourself. If you see a guy, anything that makes a man see a guy and feel, okay, I want this person, I am attracted to this person, you are gay. You are not straight. Even if you've been with hundreds of women, you are gay. Or you are bi. Let me say you're bi because you like women. You're bi, and you also like men. You're not straight.
Do you think peer pressure, does it play any role in this? Because for the girl on girl parts now, there was a time that it almost seemed like it was a cool thing to be with a girl, like when a girl is with a girl, or like, and there's some girls that do it because, oh, he looks nice, or they look, Do you think that for the guys that eventually turn out to be gay, do you think some of them is peer pressure? Some people even say sometimes it's because they went through a very terrible heartbreak with the opposite sex, and they just decided that, I'm never, like maybe a guy that was seeing a girl before and the girl like broke his heart, and it's like, I'm never dating a girl again. I want to start dating. Do you think that can make somebody become gay, or do you think that it is something that it has always been in you? It's not, peer pressure cannot cause it, watching pornography cannot cause it, it's in you?
I don't think peer pressure can do that. I think it's being with a girl. If you, like me, I've like been in a relationship, like trying to be in a relationship in Nigeria, a gay relationship. It's like it's not really easy to find the right person, and even I think it's general. It's a general thing. So there's not like, I've never thought, okay, these men are fucking. Let me just go and be with a girl. So before, if you sit down and say, okay, all these girls, I've tried girls, it's not working. Let me go to a guy. It's because you like guys. It's in you. It's not like something made you. It's not like something like forced you to like guy. It has always been. It's not even peer pressure, because you cannot just. I don't think anybody can make you like anything. I don't even think anything can make you be something you're not. Yes.
Thank you so much, Morgan. We're still on the struggles of a queer man living in Nigeria, but we have to go on a short break, and we'll be back in a jiffy. Welcome back from that short break. We're still on the topic of the struggles of a queer man living in Nigeria. And we're still seated with the brave Morgan, and he's still talking us through what it means to be a queer man living in Nigeria. So before we went on the break, there was a question that I had in mind. There are a lot of people that believe that you can pray the gay way. Like, oh, if you go to church, there's this deliverance they can do. There's this pastor that, funny enough, I was scrolling through social media the other day, and I saw this post about this pastor that I think he was like the head of his fellowship in OU at the time.
Yeah.
But now he just got married to a man. So I'm sure that if he could have prayed it away, he could have prayed it away. But what do you think about that?
I don't think anybody can pray the gay. I see people. I see people on social media. Some gay. I don't know if I don't know some gay people. They come out to say, "I was once gay, but now I'm straight. God healed me." First of all, it's not a sickness that God will heal. It's not a sickness. It's just it's the same way you cannot pray the streets away. Like if you're heterosexual, you cannot pray it away. Those people that say, okay, God has healed me, God has changed me, I'm no longer gay. They're just at a point where they don't want to be with. They don't want to be with a guy, or they don't. Even those ones that say, okay, most of them, they are not still attracted to women. They're not still like attracted to women. Some of them might just do it. Maybe they might be with a woman for cover up. Okay, let people believe that I'm no longer gay, but it's not possible. I had friends that, okay, after their parents found out they were gay, the parents like carried them to church, like deliverance, mountain of fire, C and S for like deliverance. When they come out, they tell me, say, for their mind they think say this thing, no, like I had a friend that even told me that even in the church, they would like I don't know, like it's not like the main like a pastor, like one of the people that are conducting even made like liked
Passes
him.
at him.
Yes, like so it was like I just pretend like say the thing so that I go come up for there. Like it's not something like you can. I think most of them are just saying, okay, maybe everybody knows I'm gay. Let me say I'm not, like they want to go back into the closet, and they are using like I've been delivered to go back into the closet. Just what I'm saying.
Right, yeah.
So I don't think it's possible, because if it's prayer, I've tried. I've tried to like pray it away. It didn't work. Some people might say, you know, go this church, you know, go this place, you didn't do this, now it's because of this, it's because of this. I don't think there's anything that would change, except you just decide, oh, I don't want to
I don't want to act on my thoughts.
Yes, yes.
Forever. I don't care what I'm dealing with.
Yes.
I'm just not going to act on it.
Yes.
Also, there's this misconception. There are a lot of people that think, especially for gay men, there are a lot of people that think that a lot of gay men have HIV. I don't really know why, but for me, when I think about it, just based on logical reasoning, I think it's because they assume that the process of, sexual intercourse between two men is very aggressive. So there'll be a lot of bleeding. I don't know if that is the reason. First of all, is it true that a lot of gay men have HIV? And why do you think that misconception even exists in the first place?
Okay, I think this. First of all, I read somewhere. I read somewhere where like HIV used to be called a gay infection, like a gay sickness.
Yeah.
They say it's a gay sickness, it's a gay disease. Sorry,
Right.
but I think it's just like, because it's the same way people say. It's the same way people say. I think there's a disease that when like people who have sexual intercourse with animals,
Right.
there's a disease. So people think it's not only gay people that have like that transmit HIV. Like it's not only them that even have it. There are a lot that the other countries that even like women, like women, like it's much between
With
like
women too.
with women too. It's not
So
just
you
gay.
don't agree
So
that
I don't
HIV
agree
is a
that
gay
HIV is a
disease?
gay disease. I just think it's people just put like, okay, it's because they're having sex from this place. It's not like the natural way. So like a lot of diseases are like, because it's you're having sex from a place that you are like excreting a lot of this thing. So disease and all that. So they think it's like it's a gay sickness, or
Right.
it's just like this. It's just like, I think they're just trying to be judgmental with anything.
Right. You mentioned that you've said to yourself that if you can't marry a man, you are not going to get married. So does that mean that you've ruled off the possibility of having kids? Or are you open to adoption at some point? What's the plan for that?
Okay, so I want to I want kids, but I don't want to get married to a woman. And I still have hope of getting married to a man. So I also want kids. So it's not like because I'm not getting married to a man. And the reason why I don't even want to get married to a woman is because I feel it's cruel. Like it's not
Unfair to the
yes,
woman.
it's unfair to the woman, because I know a lot of gay men, bisexual men that the way they talk about the ladies that they're married to, I don't really like it's not something that I really like want any
Want to
woman
do
to
to
go
another
through.
person.
Yes,
Right.
because there was a man that even the wife found out, and he even beat, like he beat her, like he beat her because she was angry and was like angry. I like it was some, and like it was like I caused, like I was the cause of, like I don't know, I was, because it was like 2021 on my birthday night. So the guy was at my party, like not like a party, it was like at the
A
get together,
gathering.
yeah.
Yeah.
So because of that, like he didn't go, like he normally don't sleep out. So he just like, okay, he wants to sleep out. He just wants to stay like for the night. So when he went home, his wife was like, this one, like he went out like this, that she already knew he was. Because she caught him.
Right.
So she already knew. So she was like, and he went to see, like he went to see this thing that he said that, is it the person that he was chatting with? Because she found that chat one time. So he was like, is it the person you are chatting with? You went to do this, blah, 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 blah. Like, so because of that, they argued and he beat her. So when he told me, he was telling me the next day that I went home, she was like I slapped her. I was like, why are you even telling me this? Like, I don't really, like, I don't
Like
even
it's
want.
something to be proud of. Like he
Yes,
was
it's,
happy
yes,
that.
yes. It's not even like, it's not something you should say,
Right.
because I know what's domestic. I experienced, like I saw it. I know how it feels, even though it was like not. I know how it feels. So I don't want any woman to go through those.
That.
Yes,
So if you say you are open, you want to have kids, that means you're open to adoption at
yes.
some
Adopt
point.
any
Or any other way that
any other
and
way.
would you be comfortable with raising your child in a household where the two men, the two parents are men? Do you think that that might influence the child a little bit to become gay too? Do you think, are you not worried about that?
I don't think.
You don't think that would?
I only feel like it's maybe like if the child is like forced to do it. If you are forced, like if the child
It's like
is,
first, like, okay, you must date men.
yes, you must date men, and maybe they don't want you to be. I don't know, but like first, it's just like me now. While growing up, I wasn't taught to be gay. I wasn't taught to be straight. I wasn't taught to be. I just. So I think maybe if they like, if there's some gay people, I don't know. There might be. I don't know if they are. There might be some gay people that say, "I want it. I don't want. You must. My child must be gay. Or my child must be gay." All those kind of stuff. So I think maybe. If they force, like, I might be something that the child would not want to be, but because it was forced. But it's not. But I don't think
But you
being with
don't
him,
think
it can
being
just.
having two male parents is going to
No, 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 no,
influence the
no.
child?
I think the parents also have a, like, if the, you cannot, if you're, because you are like, you're gay and you're married to a man, it doesn't mean like I think your child will be free, should be free to do whatever, like to be with whoever they want to be
Right.
with.
And then I have two more questions before we round this up. The first one is, there are a lot of people that are in the closet right now, and there are a lot of people that have even come to the point where they know that they're gay, but they can't come out because of whatever reason. And because of that, they're sad, they're depressed. Some people are even at the point where they're even suicidal. If you could speak to a young boy, a young girl out there that is dealing with that feeling within themselves, what would you say to them?
Okay, I would, first of all, coming out, I would say don't come out if you think it's not safe. If you're not ready, don't come out. To me, the closet was too, it was too dark. It was too like too dark. I wanted to, like, I wanted to see the, like, I don't know if I should see the lights.
Right.
Like, it was too dark for me to stay. Like, I wasn't comfortable. Like, it was like something was hiding inside. I just wanted to be free, just do whatever, wear whatever I want to wear, just free. So I think if you are not comfortable, if you think about it, like, oh, what's gonna happen if I come out, and you're not comfortable with what's gonna happen, I think you should just stay in the closet till whenever you're comfortable. And if you're never like, if you never feel
Comfortable.
comfortable, just keep being in the closet, because it's very, like, it's not, there
But
was a,
isn't being in the closet also a dark place to be, like you said? Is it not
yes, it's a
depressing? So
really,
how do they deal with those feelings? Is it just, maybe for me, what I would just say is just know that God doesn't hate you. I think that's the first thing, because a lot of people believe that God hates them because of how they're feeling. Maybe God doesn't hate you. I can imagine what they're dealing with, but I would ask my final question. for parents, especially Nigerian parents, that have sworn that God forbid my child cannot be gay, right? And they have a child that is secretly gay, but they're so scared to tell their parents. If you could talk to Nigerian parents or any parent at all, how would you say they should react when their child, if their child ever comes to them, say, I'm gay?
Okay, I think first of all you should listen. You should listen to them, understand, not just listen, understand them, because if you I think the best way is to just, when you listen to them, is just advise them, so they don't be scared. Because I think being scared push a lot of gay people to do something they're not like, because they want to be free and they are scared in their like scared to be in the house, their family. They like go outside to just do stuff that they're not supposed to do because they're not comfortable inside.
Right.
I think when you listen to them, make them feel comfortable, make them feel okay. This is, even though you think it's even though you feel it's wrong. I don't think insulting, fighting, hitting, like being aggressive on them is the right way. If you think it's wrong, I think you should just act, just like talk to them. Okay, this thing you're doing, I don't really like it. I don't really like this thing you're doing. How did you find out? How did you know you are gay? Talk to me. Listen to them, understand them, because they might say something that you just okay, this is my child. They might say something that will make you understand. Because if you judge them, if you're aggressive with them, they might even commit suicide, because nobody wants me. Nobody. I don't want to go too further, but that's just what I want to say.
Thank you so much, Morgan. You've
You're
really
welcome.
enlightened us a lot about this, and I really appreciate it.
You're
So,
welcome.
I mean, for everybody watching, you've heard everything he has to say. And I would just say, if you're in the closet and you're struggling with your sexuality, I don't really know how it feels to be there, but I hope that you find some sort of release, some sort of ease at some point in your life. I hope that you understand that, first of all, God does not hate you. That's the one thing I know. I don't know if it's wrong to be gay or if it's right to be gay or whatever, but I don't think that there's anybody that God condemns. So I hope that you at least are sure of that God does not hate you, and you can still live a happy, fulfilling, promising life even with this. And yeah. So we've come to the end of this episode today. I hope that you learned a thing or two from this episode, and we'll see you same time, same channel next week. Thank you and bye.